Yo, yo, yo. Hey, this is for my kinfolk. 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 First of all, I wanna thank the guy above by teaching me what's right and showing me much love. Thanking all the people that pushing me ahead. Now I know in due time be breaking off bread. Living life and life turns gotta do. Cause things in the past might come back and hunt you. The way you started out, the way you fought about. Avoided all the haters cause you took a different route. You suffered from the loss, you ate from the pain. With all the death you kept a step and yet you still remain. So let's smoke, sit back and do a toast. Not much family but you know to me as King Flo. Yo, this is for my kinfolk. This is for my kinfolk. This is for my kinfolk. This is for my kinfolk.
Break on down, everybody. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, good people today? Let me start off by giving thanks to my higher power, who I wish to call my God. I want to say rest in peace to Shaquilla Robinson. Rest in peace to my boy Takeoff. Rest in peace to my bro, Noon. I want to say rest in peace to DJ Twitch 2 off Ellen Show. You know what I'm saying? Y'all people continue to rest in paradise. What's going on, Mark Carter? What's going on, Crown? What's happening, big bro? How you feel? You all right? Blessed to have you aboard this day. Today is a special day for me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Every day is a good day when something good happens, you know? Oh, today, you know what I'm saying? I don't got some of my business together. And, man, things are looking good on the other side. But my topic is, you know what I'm saying? God is good all the time. All the time. And I ain't talking about some of the time. You know what I'm saying? The creator. All the time. What you say? I hear you. Hey, I got my thing up there. Hey, I got mine today. I see you got your little tag right there. You know what I'm saying? I gotta put mine together too. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you know, I'm free to talk about whatever you need to talk about. That's if you need to talk. You know what I'm saying? But man, I'm thankful. I like to thank God, and I want to thank the people that made this possible as far as me getting this account together and things like that. You know, I can see things making progress. You feel me? And we talked about progression, you know, in one of my shows. I'm about to get on my other page, chime back in. Okay, bet that up. Yeah, man. Man, I'm just feeling good today. You know, I've been reaching out to everybody, especially my hood first now. Double H, you know what I'm saying? I've been reaching out, trying to get, you know, people on the team, trying to, you know what I'm saying, get some things done, you know what I'm saying? Give some gifts away and to the needy people, you know, if it's clothing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I can get it to you, you know what I'm saying? After all, you know what I'm saying? I got a clothing company anyway. But any type of material things that are going to be donated or whatever and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I get the opportunity to give to my people, to the ones I think that, you know what I'm saying, that need it to go forward into life. So later on down the line, I got things planned, you know what I'm saying? Let me be the first to say, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna have an online bingo. It ain't even gonna be it's gonna be some light bingo. But you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to call, you know what I'm saying, give me your number, pick a number. What? I'll go from 0 to 50. I'm gonna have the turner with balls on there so everybody can see that, you know what I'm saying, it's legal, and have somebody pick a ball out, and they're gonna be the number, and send that prize off to somebody, whoever, you know what I'm saying, win that prize or whatever. But it's down the line, you know what I'm saying. I hate saying that somebody else try to do it, but you know you can't do it the way I do it. But anyway, yeah, I got a lot of things that I want to do, and it's a lot of people that I want to help, you know, and that's why I've been reaching out. But you know, I got to be selfish like my God at times, you know what I'm saying? Because I see, as far as my neighborhood, I come from a neighborhood that draws out off a lot of favoritism, you know what I'm saying? They pick who they want to support, you know what I'm saying? Buddy or whatever and stuff. Me as an individual, I'm here for everybody, you know what I'm saying? I don't disclaim nobody from, you know what I'm saying, trying to do so. I'm not finna pick this person or that person, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be that type of person. You know what I'm saying? That's not even me. So bad. This happening today, you know, I got my people in Shy who I want to do things for and everything when the ball do get the rolling and stuff like that. But I got to be focused in Vegas mostly. So, you know, I asked them about my property and all that type of stuff, you know, today. So I'm gonna try to get everything in and working, you know what I'm saying? And man, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, with good people behind me and rolling on the side of me, you know what I'm saying, I can maybe accomplish some things, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm just gonna leave it at that. But like I say, I gotta have some selfishness in my heart, like my God, because you know, I'm not getting the support that I want to get to help the people, to help you. You feel me? Or whoever need help, you know what I'm saying? You gotta give to get. You know, all this time and all that other shit don't mean nothing. How long I knew you or whatever, man. You got to participate in the program. If you don't participate, that means you don't really want it. You don't need it. You don't need anything. Not from me. Or not from Food for Thought. In order to get to where you're going, man, you got to participate. You got to put your best foot forward in order to start stepping. You know what I'm saying? So that's up to you. You know, how you treat Food for Thought or support Food for Thought is the same way Food for Thought is gonna treat you and everything. We ain't got no man. Gotta help the people that need to be helped. I can't prolong and try to get somebody to believe in what I do or try to make somebody to stand on the side. I can't do that. I can't stand in one place like that. I got to keep going. This train got to keep on going. So if you're getting on, get on. If you're getting off, get off. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of people in Chicago that did a lot of things for me that I need to repay back, and all of that. The program has been on for a while, so you can't say you ain't seen a program. You can look on YouTube. I got probably over 50 programs on this channel. You know what I'm saying? Reaching out to my people for help and stuff, and ain't got it like that. So this where I stand at, man. I'm gonna have to focus on a handful of people in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? But mainly my focus be in Vegas, man. Cause I man, out of all the people I know, you can tell by the pictures that I put up. You can tell by how I feel in the inside, how my heart works. You know what I'm saying? How I treasure people. Those people I put up don't even probably have pictures of me. You know, some of them do, but most of them don't. And I'm displaying them as good people today, treasuring them. And they might don't even like me today. You feel me? I do what I do from my heart. Ain't nobody paying
That's
me.
a deep demo.
Nobody paying me to get a nonprofit to do things for people. Ain't nobody doing that. I'm spending money out
That
my
was a
own
deep
pocket.
statement.
Straight
That was
up.
a real deep statement.
I'm doing this out of my own pocket, and I'm trying to get people. Then they turn the chin on me. Are you crazy or not thinking right, man? You better reevaluate your thinking process, because man, mom always told me to hang with the winners. But anyway, we got my favorite guest on. I got my bro on, this Crown Vic. You feel me? He always gives inspiration. You know, I like to welcome to the board today. How you doing today, my brother? I hope fair, but if not, we gonna talk about it.
Well, you know, I'm in, I guess, a melancholy state, bro. But I just wanted to say, you just made a real valid point, and it was a beautiful demonstration that you just put out there, and I want to point it out. When you was talking about how, yeah, you done lifted people's spirits up and did all these things to elevate their honor and their name. and they might not even like your ass. You know what I'm saying? But you did it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I go through something like that right now with a lot of motherfuckers. Pretty much everybody I know.
Straight
I
up.
do a lot of shit. Yeah, bro. I honor everybody else and lift them in high exaltation as far as honoring their name. And you know, I try to embrace them in them 5 highest principles. But the first one is always love, regardless of how much a motherfucker that crossed me, done me wrong, threw me under the bus. Because I consider these people my brother, my sister, my loved ones, my
Man,
family. People,
man, I thought I
yeah,
stepped.
hey,
Man, we go through the same thing, man. Go ahead, spit that
bro,
shit.
I went through
Listen,
that
I'm
all
finna
during
learn
my
about this.
birthday. Little draw. I went through that all during the day before my birthday, all the way through my birthday, and still going through that shit now. I'd have had motherfuckers I was willing to lay my life down for and go to jail, die, whatever, to defend their honor. Show me that they ain't shit and that they was willing to try to tear me down, destroy me, or try to find some type of information that they felt they can use against me in order to demonize my character and my name and my integrity and why I chose the experiences I chose in my life because motherfuckers wanted to be oppressive in my life that should have been there trying to help with them decisions.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it
And it was
real.
my own grandmother, somebody I done spoke highly of on this motherfucking platform with you, bro.
Uh-huh.
That was one of them.
Uh-huh.
See, I'm getting to the point where I'm hurt because I'm tired of doing shit where I don't get the appreciation. I'm tired of doing shit where I show people love and respect. While all they do is try to, you know, be
Yeah.
disloyal and do
Yeah.
every damn thing to disappoint me and discourage my name to other motherfuckers. Don't build no army against me that you can't build against for yourself. You
Exactly.
know? So that shit bothers me, bro. Cause I don't need no army to voice no motherfucking point about shit I got to say. And one thing about me, anything I do that's wrong, I can take accountability for it. I can atone for it. I can speak on it and profess what it is
All the
in
time.
dignity and truth and still be able to demonstrate the thought on why I feel a certain way about certain shit.
All the time.
But I can atone for it. And I see that motherfuckers don't like to take accountability, bro. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. I'm gonna let you finish demonstrating while I'm listening, because I'm about to roll me a tuxedo and
Go
put the
ahead, cause
last
I
of what
got
I
one
got
right
in
here
it.
too. And man, I just want to let you know, bro, man, I love you, man. I love your conversation and stuff like that. But I see that you be going, you going through it and stuff because that's how your heart is. You got that much care, you know what I'm saying, in you for people and stuff like that, and I go through the same thing, which I ain't gonna lie. I got expectations of getting it back from them and stuff like that, but it don't work out like that. You know what I'm saying? And it
Bro,
end up hurting me, putting me in a state of mind to where, man, people really don't give no fuck about me, Joe. Even if I leave, you know what I'm saying, they probably, you know what I'm saying, I'm over with right now, man. This shit hurt me and I care for them so much, man. God damn. That's how I feel.
bro, I've been crying for the past 3 days, which is why I've been to myself for a minute, because it's like, damn, why is everybody that I've ever loved and appreciated and tried to embrace always been the people that want to betray me, hurt me, and destroy me the most?
You smart.
When all I did was try to do certain things that help to lift them up, lift their spirits, be supportive, be helpful, be
You
an
smart.
accessory. I'm tired of being a motherfucking option instead of being the primary choice when I'm doing shit for motherfuckers while I make them the primary choice while I'm being labeled an option.
Hey, you smart. You got backbone tendencies, you know what I'm saying? To, you know what I'm saying, talk to anybody. You can talk to any color on earth. You got that up in you. You smart, you know history, you know about everything, man. People tend to get jealous over what you know and things like that because you're a very smart person. That's why me and you be clashing sometimes because I don't want you to even think about that shit. I just be wanting you to be you and do what you said. I'm gonna be that person like Malcolm and stuff. You can't draw for what nobody think of you, how they treat you or nothing like that. You got to keep forward because all that's gonna be there automatically because the person you are, because you're gonna be loyal to yourself.
You know the funny thing about that, bro? even brother Malcolm felt betrayed by the people that enlightened him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at the end, it was his own that did him in. It wasn't no outside influence. You know, they might have had a couple of outside agencies that was watching him and, you know, keeping track on him. But it was his own, the people that said they loved him that turned around and hate him. So why is it that we so quick to say we love somebody only to find a reason to hate them, to crucify their name, their honor, and their life when they trying to do shit that benefits our people? And that's why I always try to present information. Like, I got over 20 some different fucking Facebook pages, bro. But my favorite one that I'm locked out of and I'm mad as hell I'm locked out of, it's under my holy name, Mamu Ramusa. And everything I did in that, on that page, I pretty much put, you know, how would I say? I would leave a whole paragraph, like I would make little news articles on the plight of the black man to speak on behalf of our people, where I would try to enlighten them with certain things, to point out current events and things that was going on, to let ones know, look, this is where our focus should be. And that's what made me write the letter I wrote to the UN and the White House. They got my damn cribs for my family surrounded by hell. My family always looked at me as extra militant and kept, you know, in trouble because I always had some shit going on while I was being watched and under surveillance, like I am now. I'm on every fucking database to every law enforcement agency on the planet. And yet the only thing I do is promote black empowerment, you know, to promote change as far as with our economics, to own land, businesses, put ourselves in power where we can have our own economics, where we ain't got to look for a handout from no fucking government that don't think shit of us and want to see us all back in shackles and chains. That's why they make so many laws to keep changing these penitentiaries. So it's a way of putting us inside a form of slavery without it just being called that. So it's a human zoo. And your field masters is the police. And then when you get in them penitentiary systems, them correction officers, they be the motherfucking field masters that's walking right along with you, but they beating your ass at the same time to put you through an obedience school where you are subdued to their control and power under the white man's law and influence, but you won't do nothing to benefit yourself, to fight against it and articulate it with the proper paperwork and legislative, you know, words to use in order to, you know, push that agenda inside the Supreme Court to re-legislate a change. And this is stuff that I've always tried to promote. And I'm crushed right now because as much as I love my people, I find my people do more of the clash with me than they do anything to love me. And let me address one thing that you did say, bro. You say we always clash. I don't look at it as a clash. We both just be so passionate about certain things that we got on our minds to say. And, you know, we both hear key points about what ones are saying, where we want to make sure we don't lose that idea that popped in our head before it passed over, you know. So I don't trip over that. That's like when I got kicked out of the demo last time we was on there, I had another call that came in. I sent you a message to it. When I tried to jump back in, I heard you talking.
I was like, let me go ahead and let him go ahead and take that little time out for itself and stuff like that, because I thought you had clicked out.
Oh, bro, I've been dealing with abuse, verbal abuse, mental abuse, and spiritual abuse from motherfuckers that was supposed to be like my go-tos, my role models, my confidants, the people that I'm supposed to be able to confide in and know that it's going to be held sacred as far as my feelings, my thoughts, and my passions, like I would hold theirs.
I know you got the passion.
And that shit was betrayed to me. So, yeah.
But, you know, I was talking about getting you a classroom. I'm talking about getting you a classroom. If I ever get established or something for you to teach somebody, but I don't want you to go in the classroom, and I want to keep, just like when I'm
on here. I enjoy teaching.
Could you listen to me, though? Could you listen to me?
I'm listening.
When I'm on here, I like hearing you talk, you know what I'm saying? Because you educate me and shit. But when you get to dwelling on your emotions and talking about other people and stuff, that turns me off on your gift. You know, I be looking to hear something else. I don't be want to hear you complain about other motherfuckers and what they doing and how you can't. I hear the good shit that you give out, the messages that you give person to go forward. We going forward, not backwards. If motherfucker don't like you and don't care about you, that's them, because God made you different. He made you great, and that's why they mad, because you're different. from them. You is a backbone type of figure. You don't let that shit get in your way, because that's stopping you from progressing, man. When you letting them people live rent free instead of what we trying to do. That's all I'm just saying. I love it when
I'm John. You know what?
You get emotional.
I agree with you on that, beloved.
Situation. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you on that, but you know, it was just the point that what I'm talking about right now, these were deliberate and direct attacks in between certain shit just because it was my birthright. So that's the only reason why that shit been bothering me as far as with that. But other than that, I ain't heard from these motherfuckers in like 6 years. So now all of a sudden you want to hit me up?
Come on,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? So that's how I knew it was some how could I say, Trojan horse type shit. And you know what?
We can't worry about them.
It made me have to check myself, bro. It made me have to check myself on the level, because you know what? I had to tell them, like, you know what? I've been doing fine by myself without a motherfucker involved with me and what I got going on. Right. You know what I'm saying? When I reached for that help, it was nobody around. It was just me.
Okay.
You did. So I'd be damn, I let somebody try to oppress me and manipulate me and, you know, try to tear me down by trying to, you know, get in my business to think that they're going to try to use whatever they know or whatever they got to say or whatever they overhear as a way of empowering themselves to try to oppress me. Right. So I had to address these things and check a motherfucker. But at the same, you know, at the same token, I knew how to cut that part off of me. The thing that hurt it the most about that shit was the betrayal, knowing that these is the teachings y'all taught me, but you don't even fucking uphold it.
Yeah. Man,
so it made me question a lot of people that say they teachers and say that they want to give a directive on something and what their true intentions are. Because, you know, there's interior motives with everything that man puts his hand to try to have some type of leadership or, how could I say, compliance to being able to, you know, be a part of it. If they got an interior agenda, it's gonna reveal itself. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people come with shrouds and covers and smiles. Yeah. So it just made me have to reevaluate a lot of stuff. Where, bro, I swear, as much as I want to love my people, it's making me want to fall back on them at the same time. Because if they ain't looking to reach for me for the right reasons, why the fuck I need to talk to them or be around? You know?
Yeah.
So that's how I've been feeling, bro. But that was just the energy with that. I want to share that with you because of what you were saying.
Hey, you ain't saying shit. You man, it seemed like we had a conversation on this. I was thinking about the same thing. So I ain't gonna even tell those stories. That's why I was like, I got a selfish God. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's proclaiming him to have nothing at all. You feel me? And that's how I got it, man. If you're about the program, be about the program. If you're about me, be about me. You know, if you're not about any one of those things, man, get stepping, you know, and I'm a step. I ain't got no problem with that because, you know, I'm okay. I'm doing okay. Shit can't get nothing but better for me. You know,
I'm leaving I came in peace.
Or whatever we need to establish, you know, family ship or whatever. I'm just trying to do my part. But I know, like I told you, brother, it's better to suffer doing good than to suffer doing bad. You did your part already. Now go on with your life. You ain't gonna suffer.
Yeah, sir. You know what? I realize now it's time for me to revise my family. So the people that love me, that accept me, that embrace me, I would love for those people to, you know, reach out, connect with me, you know, so we got a line of communication. But all these other motherfuckers, man, miss me. Real shit. I'm about to revise my whole family. Exactly. I got more motherfuckers in the streets that love me than I got motherfuckers that's bloodline relatives.
And if they do come to you and shit like that, after saying fuck you before then and shit like that, even if you do take them back up in your life and shit, but you still got the right.
It ain't gonna happen.
I told you so. I told you so. I told your ass. Didn't I tell you?
But bro, hey, I'm gonna tell you something. That ain't gonna never happen because once you done bit me so many times where I keep having repetitive wounds where it's always hurting when I think about you. That's like a gunshot wound. Every time you brush across that gunshot wound, you're gonna remember the pain you felt, right? Where it's always gonna fuck with you. So that's how I am about these people.
Hey, I'm living with shit for years. Look, I'm living with goddamn my bone ache, goddamn my teeth fell out, goddamn it. I got goddamn.
Yeah, I saw that post that you put up with that. I saw the post you put up with that. But you know what's so messed up, bro? I've been bottled. Look, you know what? I've always had to bottle up my feelings, my pains, my emotions. Where I never had nobody to really share that. You know what I'm saying? I just recently started getting to the point I felt comfortable to open up about what goes on in my life and what bothers me. And you was one of the first people I demoed with on that. And I think we was on your podcast when we did it. But you the first person I think to ever want to do that.
But you see how your lifestyle turned around, how the job come and all this type of shit, and woo out the bam, and then you just had to go to the hospital. That's what stopped you, or some shit that you probably ate.
And that's the only thing that's hindering me right now. Cause I can't wait till they give me the approval to go back to work. Cause I don't like nobody that say they standing with me and that they love me and trying to be with me. But you're gonna persecute me for doing some getting sick. Whatever's out of my control. Well, I can't even fucking go to work right now, and everything I do, you want to persecute to try to find a way to despise me and hate me, to try to secretly make arrangements for the next motherfucker, but want me to pay into some shit to help. Man, I'm so ready to just get rid of all of my shit and just like sell that shit off and pick up and go somewhere and just be in the wilderness to collect myself. Cause I feel like I'm in that position of Lazarus when they had to cast Legion out of him into the swine and watch it go over a cliff.
With you, man. I was going through it too, man. I was really just ready just to clear my mind and stuff. And I started putting up all them pictures. I started seeing memories and shit, you know. And plus I'm on these hydrocortisones. Plus I drink coffee all day and that shit mixing, man. I'm all discombobulated.
So you know what I'm talking about, bro. I've been feeling lonely.
Man,
I've been feeling lonely, reminiscing on all the connections that used to be real connections when we was really about the same cause. And now as we get older, we forget the relationships that bonds us to love and unity. And bro, I'm talking about, I've never forgot what made me want to interact with somebody when I talk to them, which is why I was always able to see past the shit that they did bad to still try to work with them, embrace with them, and try to do good, you know, to make amends.
I think it is. The things that we embrace, man. You know what I'm saying? The things just like rest in peace Twitch, DJ Twitch on Ellen's show that be dancing all the time.
Oh, yeah, I thought.
Yeah, they say he committed suicide, you know, from mental illness and things like that. Man, Joe, it's like
bro,
we embrace
that's what I was about to tell you.
Too much. That's probably what it is. We embrace life too much. And I was just thinking, I was like, what if I start embracing hate, the word hate? You know what I'm saying? What I feel better. Because if a person hate me, I'm going to have in my mind already. I'm going to pray for them. It's something about me that I'm doing good that they don't like. That's why they hate me, because I'm doing something good. You know what I'm saying? People going to hate you for what you do. So I'm going to embrace that. You hate me? Okay, I know you know I'm doing good. And I got a lot of things in front of me, you know, or you wouldn't hate me like that. Some people hate because they want to be in the same position. They envy you and shit like that. Bring you down for where you are.
You know what, bro? May I interject on that? You know what? I tried to hate motherfuckers the same way they hate me, you know? And it didn't do nothing but build up more depression and anguish and animosity towards people. Where, bro, when I was going through my major part of my suffering, you know, before I got my ID and everything and got myself off of paperwork out here, bro, there was a many a times I thought about dying. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I don't know nobody. Yes, sir. I ain't gonna lie. Because if I lied about it, then I wouldn't be the message I bring. But when I had to live in my car, bro, I had a pistol in my demonstration that I used to sit in the mountains and I would just listen to the radio. And this is where I'm about to mess with your head a little bit. The creator was communicating with me and he was expressing my feelings through the music that would come over the radio because I didn't have a tape deck or a CD player. So, bro, I'm talking about the music that was coming over the radio. Every time I switched to a radio station, my expressions and my feelings came out over that radio, over that song that they was playing. Whenever I would switch to the radio station, I think I did that over my live. It might be on my Crown V page, the one I'm on now.
It wasn't no rap music.
No, it wasn't no rap music. It was stuff where people was really hurting and pain because they was going through stuff where they opened themselves to people that rejected that openness and they utilized it as a play toy or a tool. So, bro, while I was going through that, I'm talking about I was in the mountains and it started raining, right? Where it was a drizzle to it. And I'm sitting up here like, Lord, why, you know, I was asking creator, like, creator, why am I sitting in this predicament when I try to do everything to be righteous in your name and honor my mother and father and the teachings that was presented to me? And every time I was going through that, I mean, when I got to the point I felt my lowest where I wanted to grab my demonstration from under my seat to do myself in, first thing popped in my head was the teachings that was given to me from my mentors as well as my kids. And it was like a kryptonite to keep me from wanting to do that. Because at the same token, when I was going through that, my daughter was going through suicidal tendencies because of peer pressure, bullying, and trying to fit in with people that, you know, meant her no good. And I was seeing myself through her as well as she was seeing herself through me. And I think the main thing that kept me here was the fact that I was more so worried about my daughter acting on it faster than me when I had the means to do it right then and there, knowing I ain't have a pot to piss in, a place to pour it out, or no resources to pull through. But one thing about me, I done been in these type of situations before where, you know, I done had to lose everything and start all over again just to pick myself back up. But I'm tired of going through those type of struggles because sometimes, as much as I done struggled and stood by everybody else, I want somebody to be willing to stand by me and go through them struggles and be like, you know what? We shoulder to shoulder, back to back. We gonna persevere through this shit, and I'm gonna have you like you had me. I don't get that shit. So it hurts, bro. Because it make you not want to do shit for nobody. And then when the people do come that you would do something for, you got to find out what the interior motives is to it and if they really mean you well. So it does a lot to a person. You know, a person that keeps going through that type of abuse, you can only take so much before you break. You know, pressure break pipes. You did? It bust pipe.
All the time.
So if you know pressure bust pipes, what you think it'll do to the human psyche? Even for a strong motherfucker, eventually they're gonna get weak. And I know I'm very strong-willed and strong man. But sometimes I get weak because I have a heart. I got compassion. I have love. And I have pride for my people where I try to present integrity, morals, and dignity that's not respected. Motherfuckers would rather do a Chicken George dance and do the jigaboo dance to be a part of some ignorant shit before they want to jump hard or something that's going to be worthwhile that changes what they already comfortable with. So it's a dangerous line that we walk when we do that shit, man. Because every time, the more we awaken anybody,
right? You right.
The more we awaken somebody's psyche where they start using their third eye, and we get more and more people that's aware of these things where they become conscious, we become dangerous, which means everybody that was comfortable with that statute of living gonna make us a target because they didn't want to assimilate to a new program that took them out that comfortability. This is why people like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all these other people that's been assassinated in the past that were leaders were assassinated because they couldn't be broken, they couldn't be bought, and they couldn't be deviated from what that focus and that purpose was that they was presenting. So you find the motherfuckers that's closest to you. I remember I just heard something like a few days ago where somebody said that one of the people that was standing there pointing in the direction talking about where Martin Luther King got shot at, he said that one of the people that was there with Martin Luther King did the shooting. It wasn't no motherfucker across the way. I gotta find that I gotta find that post because when I find that post, I'm gonna send it to you. Cause the dude came out and said it wasn't no motherfucker shooting across the way. It was somebody that was right there around them that shot that brother and killed him because of his direction and his drive as far as what he was doing to push an agenda and movement to, you know, defend the honor of our people. And they said because of all of the oppression that was going on with Martin Luther King, he was about to align with Malcolm X, where Malcolm X and Martin Luther King would have had the biggest motherfucking following here in America. Now imagine had they connected together, what would have happened? We would have been on some dangerous shit because back then oppression was out front and in the open. It wasn't no, you know, disclosed racism where, you know, they go behind closed doors, call you a nigga and then smile in your face and call you by your name. You know, it wasn't that type of racism back then. It was clear and present where it was right in front of your face. So a motherfucker that had no problem calling you nigger or trying to swing on you because you somewhere where it was whites only. It ain't like that now. Desegregation. So now you got to think about, let's see, it's 2022. We about to go into 2023. They got to try to give us, how could I say,
Back
little
in the days,
trinkets to pacify.
Back in the days, the government gave organizations money, you know what I'm saying, for the community and stuff like that, like $1 million.
Mm-hmm. And
But
they also made sure
but
that they placed people inside them organizations in order to infiltrate it and see how they operate.
Yeah.
And that was under the J. Edgar Hoover Act because he wanted to do the COINTELPRO to keep anybody from being a black messiah.
And they was just goddamn it, call themselves getting us the rope to hang ourselves. Because they knew we weren't
exactly
gonna monetize the money rights, you know what I'm saying? We weren't gonna put it
we was never taught that. We was never taught that. So when you give us something new that's foreign,
money, what's the first thing we do?
We gonna spend that shit up on the wrong shit when we don't know how to manage it. Right. When we don't know how to manage it, we spend it on the wrong shit instead of investing it. Yeah. Now, see, one thing I will say, when Master Farad Muhammad demonstrated with Elijah Muhammad to give him a focus and a drawing where he made the Nation of Islam, right? One thing I will say, because I don't agree with everything that comes from the Nation of Islam. There's some things that I don't agree with, even with Farrakhan.
People say, you know what I'm saying, as far as on this show, it's going to be allegedly. You know what I'm saying? It's something we heard, something like that. So, you know what I'm talking about? To be goddamn
right, I got you.
We got to be there. You know what I'm saying? We got to bear witness. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or somebody at the ass. So we just alleged. I
got you. I just want to point out this though. When he started promoting, the Nation of Islam and doing the teachings of Islam, you know how you see Malcolm X, that movie, and he was talking to Malcolm X in the little office about half of the glass being half full and half empty. And he was talking about how our focus is not on the right things, women to be loose, want to do this, that, and the other. He made a valid point in that. He was like, when he was talking to him, he was telling them we should be investing in land. We should be investing in our own economics, building boards for our own education where we teach our children and our people instead of letting somebody else do it where we looking for a handout.
Exactly.
And that's the directive that all of us should have, whether we agree with each other over religious practices or beliefs or what we choose to do for ourselves as far as how we present ourselves and identify ourselves. That should always have been the main goal and focus. Not, I understand we got the NAA.
You know what's an eye opener to those people too, big bro? Us as a whole. And we come together.
Yes, sir. When we come together.
If you come to them as an individual, they easy to shut you down. But if you come to them as a whole, and they be like, man, there's a lot of people that believe in what they talk, you know what I'm saying? Believe in what they want to, you know what I'm talking about? They got a lot of people behind them on this. So, I got to give them a chance, you know what I'm saying? And shit like that. But it's hard for us to get our people, like you say, to come together, to walk one band, one sound.
Because it's something they don't want to hear. They done got so comfortable, bro. And I hate that because, let me go here. It's a lot of partners I'd have had coming up over the years, right? From a kid all the way up to my age now. I'm 41. Let me go here. Most of them is younger than me by a few years, if not maybe like 5 to 10. But a lot of them are younger than me. Then you got some that's right around my age. I done talked to all these people, from the ones that was on my age bracket to the ones younger than me to a couple of them that's older than me. Never want to hear this demonstration when I was spreading it as a child. But now, after going through experiences and having bump their head and go through trials and tribulations, I have a great majority of them that be like, man, bro, I wish we had to listen to you and shit on this, that, and the other. Because now I find myself studying this. And it's a lot of stuff that been going on that I wasn't aware of. But I'm like, damn, you white, 10, 15 minutes too late? Or should I say 10, 15 years too late? You get me? Because we could have been organizing and doing something to put it together where we could have been doing something that was beneficial to us, But because you didn't want to receive it when it was being presented, you had to go through trial and error where it took 10 to 15 years for you to figure some shit out that was being presented to you when we had the ability, the notoriety to do it because we didn't have real backgrounds like that. We started catching backgrounds doing dumb shit. We made those choices.
all the
It wasn't
time.
like nobody. It wasn't like nobody told us, "Yeah, go do this," and you just do it because you got a mind of your own. You made the choice to do it when you got how could I say, mesmerized with the excitement that was going on around. So we sold ourselves in the shit. One thing about me, I kept my teachings where the things that was taught to me, I think it protected me more than it hindered me. Why I didn't have to do so much time in jail, but I did do a lot of court dates, a
Cause you
lot of in
displayed
and out
them.
of jail.
You displayed
Right,
them.
because
You
of what I was
utilized
doing
them.
and what I was.
Yeah. You utilized them.
I knew how to. I knew how to go. I knew how to defend myself in the system as far as with my actions, because a lot of my stuff was in defense to me or somebody close to me when we be outside. Where yeah, I catch an extra charge because of my mouth and the fact that I wasn't gonna let nobody use excessive force or abuse me out of nature because of the content of my color and what I had to say.
Right.
And God is good all the time because He keeps me focused. You know what? When I go through the worst hardships and shit where I feel like I want to self-destruct and blow up and I start snapping where yeah, I get real animate. It seems like the God in me come out more because that's when shit start happening whenever I get like that. Where I get angry to the point my temp boils where I be ready to blow up. Yeah. Cause even when I was in that situation in the mountains I told you about where I thought about popping myself, bro. I'm talking about I spazzed so hard out there to the point I had people that was reaching out to me and they was like, bro, what's going on? And then when I tell them, that's when word get back and forth through the family, this, that, and the other. And then certain ones reached out, told me to come their way in order to, lamp for a minute and get some type of aid and assistance till I had a new direction to go. But bro, I shouldn't have to go through that type of extreme in order to get results.
All the time. You shouldn't. But don't beat yourself up though.
I ain't beating myself up.
Cause you
What
a
it
good
does
person,
is
man,
it
and you
makes me
can turn nothing.
reevaluate stuff.
Yeah. You could turn nothing into something. That's the person that you are. You know, you're a king. You feel me? Can't nothing stop you. You know what I'm saying? All you got to keep doing is being good to your people. You know, the real ones recognize it. We got to stop focusing on the ones that's not coming along, man. We got to leave them because some got to die in order for some to live.
But you know what? That's the thing, though. We preaching the message and we trying to present the message to them in order to awaken the masses that's lost where they third eyes blinded and closed. They might see with these two, but they only seeing so much.
But what the old saying said, you can lead the horse to the water, what?
But you can't make them drink. So even though we teaching this message, we present it, we give ideas, positive solutions. If ones ain't willing to hear it because of their comfortability, they're gonna do everything to destroy it and go against it. And that's the plight that we have. No matter how hard we try to love and embrace and empower our people until they want to be empowered, we become their enemy.
All the time. All the time. But what do we do? How can we change things? We can't change nothing, so we just gotta.
We can't change them, so we separate from it.
Journey, right? Man,
right, and we keep on our journey.
You got over there too, man. I see that dark smoke, man. It look like some nice.
Man, this is all I was able to get, and I had to get it for a penny at the dispensary. They got something going on right now where you can get like a gram for a penny if you bring a toy or something up there to the dispensary.
Oh man,
that's still in this.
That's love. Yeah. That's love. That's love.
Bro, I ain't had no money to give me shit for my birthright, so I would have just been sitting in here empty-handed. But I've been holding on to it so long because all the shit that I've been dealing with stress, I couldn't bring myself to smoke it. Right now, I'm smoking because, man, I was really finna just be like, you know what? Once you get out this, I'm gonna demo with you. As much as I hate to get rid of my doggy, I need to help find him somewhere to go so I can sell all my shit and leave. Because I was really just gonna go disappear to the wilderness. I look at it like this. I've put myself in the limelight and I put myself in the spotlight in so many occasions in defense on trying to look out and, be my people's shield, sword and shield, wherever I go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm tired of doing that because even Superman became a villain at one point in time. Even Batman became a villain. Every superhero that was always doing good after so much persecution and stress, they always went bad. Why is that?
They
Because
was always,
when they realized
they was always soft at a point too, wasn't it? Cause of females wind up seducing them.
And that's just it. We already got it hard with having our women being taught to not see the God inside their man. So every man is either a lame or a bum or this, that, and the other. And then the ones that's got money from this, that, and the other, they ballers. But half of the motherfuckers they looking at as ballers is the very thing they claim they don't want, where the motherfuckers that they say is the bum and the popper is the very motherfucker they need, but they treat them like shit. And they'll go to the motherfucker that's gonna whoop their ass and flash a little money, get them high and drunk, and you know, set them out to everybody. They respect them before they respect the man that calls them queen, flower. And I had this argument with the person I'm with, and it made me so mad, bro, because I had to tell her, like, damn, it's fucked up. You could put energy into everybody else's agenda when they call on you or tell you to come to some shit, but you can't put no energy into the agenda I'm trying to lay down for me and you when I took you and your responsibilities on as my own. And been trying to be supportive and stand with you as a soldier.
Big bro, what they do? They chose the rapper over the mailman, the plumber, and the motherfucking carpentry guy.
Yeah, they chose that over the bookworm too. And so yeah, it fucked me up. You got a motherfucker that can open up a lot of doors if he gets the opportunity. But the thing is, you got to see that power and energy in it to want to promote it and stand by it yourself. And if you ain't willing to stand by it yourself, don't pretend like you are, where you blocking somebody else from the opportunity. Because you sure make opportunity to go outside of me, but then you hide under shroud and cover and tell me, oh, I don't know what I'm looking at.
It is
and then you want to feed me peas and strawberries.
They could tolerate it, you know what I'm saying? But as far as bringing it down, you know what I'm saying? That's a no-no. You know, I can respect a person tolerating it, not really down, you know what I'm saying? That ain't their category and stuff like that. I can respect that person, but the person I can't respect is the person that'll try to throw a monkey wrench in the program and bring it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Or try to punk you or hold on. This is the thing that killed me. When you got a woman that says she wants this respect and she's about class and this, that, and the other, and very knowledgeable on pro-black aspects, but you would rather do the ghettoest shit when it's something you don't want to hear, where you fronting your man and all this other shit, doing this loud shit, walking up on him, where you try to demasculate him by being more masculine than him within the conversation to oppress him, and think you're going to loud talk him and tell him how to say some shit when if this motherfucker around, he serves a purpose, right? Ain't no motherfucking party gonna keep somebody around that don't serve a purpose. And if it ain't, we ain't doing nothing where it's on the physicality, that means I'm doing more than that. That means I'm doing shit that deals with paying in the shit, helping to keep the foundation together, making sure shit's clean or fixed where it ain't nothing falling apart. Hell, protecting that shit. So you know,
y'all don't that don't even really sound like that don't even really sound like a problem to me, because it sounds like you're doing good. But you know,
no, but this is the shit I'm trying to do, but it's not appreciated. But no, it's the part about not being appreciated for it, but you quicker to run the motherfuckers that ain't gonna help do shit on that level. Every fucking week is something new where you get a call or something, somebody trying to get you to go to something. You try and make arrangements to start by starting arguments with me while you texting the next motherfucker trying to make the arrangement. That's why I'm like, hell, tell these motherfuckers to come do that shit.
Hey, what I tell you,
and I can get out the fucking way.
Go back to what go back to my one of our last shows. Goddamn it, what I told you to do, start over, do it again. I ain't telling you to leave. I ain't telling you to leave, though. I'm not telling you to leave, but I'm just telling you, go back and look at one of those shows and what I told you to do. And as soon as I told you what to do, you started off. Bam. You start doing good. Like I said before, you went to the hospital. That's before you went to the hospital.
Bro, let me go here. because I see these actions, I gave her the opportunity to motherfucking come clean where you could at least be real with me and say something about what's what, right? It's always a act. It's Hollywood. You did. One thing about me, I'm straightforward. So if I'm doing some shit where I done fucked up and I done got caught up on it, or it's some shit where my body language is already telling them, I'm gonna own up to what's going on and I'm gonna demonstrate the thought. And I'd rather tell the truth than keep trying to live a lie. And every 5 minutes, ones want to, change up on how they do their presentation, how they address me and all this shit, and what they choose to include me. And thing about it is you want to do everything outside of the nature of what you say you have with me. So the fuck, So I've been on some already reevaluating and thinking about how to itemize things down to move around. And now I'm more friendly than what I used to be as far as, to the nature of what's going on here outside of this, because I look at it like this. Why put all my energy and invest my time like that, where it takes away from me to push me into a point of stress or, low self-esteem off of indulging in somebody who ain't acknowledging me.
Hey, that's my fine print right there. You just took the words right out of my mouth. I was finna let you know, if you in an environment where you ain't healthy and you see it's bringing you down and messing up you, because, like I say, you are number one. Without you, shit ain't gonna go. If you're not all right, ain't nothing around you gonna be all right. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the fine print, goddamn it, man, cause you love yourself.
And that's why I was like, you know what? I had to learn how to embrace it. Yeah, I had to learn how to embrace her energy and accept it as my own when it deal with other people. So I'm like, okay, man, if that's what we on, I'm gonna bust the same move.
I'm gonna tell you one thing though. A person never misses a good thing until it's gone. The grass don't always be greener on the other side of how you trying to act and woo up the bam and shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause she ain't
real shit.
Man, I'm telling you. That's how it go.
But see, if I do it, I'm gonna do it on a level where I'm gonna go so hard. I'm gonna play for keeps. I'm not just gonna do some shit like that just to be doing it. Because see, I'm already at the point. I'm fed up. I'm grown as hell. I don't need to be bouncing from this person to that person. I am a germaphobe, so I'm afraid to catch anything from any motherfucking body. Hell, if my dog scratch out and I get the itching, I already feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So imagine how I feel about the thought of knowing what I know, and then motherfucker play a game with me. It's like I feel like a motherfucker got fleas to a sense, and they trying to kick them bitches off. I don't want no parts. And I'll just be 100. I don't want no parts. I'm good. You cool, but yeah, if you can't be what I need you to be for me, but you want to make demands of what you want me to be for you, then yeah, there's no equality. And with no equality, and you trying to make things one-sided where it benefits you, or you try to put a motherfucker in a hardship where now they got to hurry up and figure out what to do because you're trying to find a way to throw them under the bus or cause drama and scenes for unnecessary attention type shit. It puts a motherfucker, all that shit is extra. And see, that's an issue we have with our women. And then when we go to somebody else, they wonder why we choose somebody else outside of us. It's because of shit like that.
Yeah. We go and change nationalities or something. You know what I'm saying? Have a white girl.
It still be the same type of shit. Man, and it'd be worse with the white girl.
No.
It's worse when you with a white woman. Because the moment you don't do what she tell you to do, your ass might do some time. And it could just be off of hearsay. Public media has already showed you that. Look at every news factor that ever said a white woman accused a black man of something. What happened to that black man?
That's why God gets the willpower.
Bill Cosby a prime example. Tupac. Hey, even though Tupac had a black woman that came to him, even Mike Tyson. Let me go here. Bill Cosby, the biggest one that caught that. OJ as well.
Yeah, a
So
lot of
when you
people.
look at these examples, yeah, hey, the women purposely try to manipulate the men, and when they don't do what they say and try to subdue to the control of that woman, your ass gonna catch some repercussions that might end up with the Roman soldiers catching
Uh,
an affidavit, or you're gonna be put in a situation where you got to hurry up, pick up, and go, and try to take as much as you can, because now you got to worry about extracurricular shit.
is that the
See, these
reason why
women,
they
man.
made states like Minnesota and what's that? Is it Indianapolis women's state?
Yeah, Chicago won too. Shit, you know that,
Cause
right?
you know it's relationship wise, it's black couples in those states and stuff like that. So they just went on to make the whole
Yeah.
state women. Man, you do this to a woman, man, we're gonna throw the book at you.
Hey,
They
Vegas
get
that
first
same way
serves for
too.
everything. First serves for everything.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
it is
Vegas the same
everywhere.
way too.
It is
Vegas the
everywhere
same
though.
way too. They
Yeah.
made it. They made that shit nationwide, and they empowered the woman on the level where they can play with the judicial system as a power tool over the man. But
No, she a
see, this is
producer.
where it gets fucked up. The laws are being changed now because of that. Because a lot of those cases that have been presented, most times, 9 times out of 10, it'd be a woman that ain't got mad or bitter because this person and let them alone after they found out how they really was. So they do that shit, and they found out it was fraudulent in some cases where people would be getting accused of shit for no reason because they was, being spiteful. So they done revised it now where if a woman called the police without a validated reason, trying to say a man did something to her or anything like that, guess what happens? They ass go to jail and get that charge.
Mm-hmm.
See, we fighting against our very counterpart that's supposed to be rocking with us on our side. How the hell we gonna be? How we gonna be able to support and uplift each other if we always against each other, either through by genderification or by sexism, as far as gender roles and positions and shit like that? Yeah, it's fucked up. Because everybody want to have this little pedestal or entitlement or crown that gives them a level of saying, okay, I'm this queen, I'm a king. But you got to represent these things in order to be classified as that. You could be a motherfucking wash tub from how you act or what you put into your system. And that's both ways. You could be a motherfucking cesspool, a number of disease and filth, especially if you use your mouth. A motherfucker will look at you and call you filthy because of how you speak to them and how you respect people. When everything is you bitch, motherfucker, punk, this, that, and the other, this my nigga, that's my bitch. Yeah, that shit don't work. Because there's nothing but disrespect in the conversation. But if you, and with being able to embrace a person, you don't want to get so hot or so heated with an argument and presentation around somebody that's supposed to be your loved one to the point you present that type of nature. Because that's when you start pouring fire on something where it burns. Right. And, I've been trying, when she came to me after cussing me out, calling me names and stuff, and I would do it. And it'd be so loud to the kids and everybody here. She came at me like, I don't like us doing that because of the kids. And when I listen to her, I'm like, yeah, you're right, because I wouldn't want that happening in front of mine. But then when I say something, she's the first one to go to that as an arsenal, not me. I'll be the one talking, calm, collect.
When I looked on your page, I had seen something though. And I don't know, you had shared it from somebody else and stuff that I thought about.
Which one?
You see what it say?
Hold on, let me see if I could enlarge on the screen on that so I can see it.
It say, I'll cut
the whole world off before I tolerate any more weird shit around me. Yeah, real shit.
Yeah.
Real shit. I will cut the whole world off. That's why I said I'm at the point now where I'm thinking about, selling the belongings I can't take and just keeping what gives me a peace of mind and going off into the wilderness. Because why be around motherfuckers that don't love me and hate me and secretly despise me? I can do that by myself. You know what I'm saying? If I find a flaw. but I do better by myself. I don't need nobody helping to bring me down or try to do bad on my name. If I need to do something to get myself in trouble, I'll do it myself and tell a motherfucker I did it.
But you know,
Hell, if my mama and daddy was still around and still living, they'd tell you. I used to tell on myself about whatever the fuck I did in school, all that. Whether I was gonna get a whooping or not, I ain't give a fuck. It's the fact that I'm gonna let you know what I did and why. I'm gonna give you my purpose and behind it.
Look, you know what I'm saying? They keep it real. You know, I always keep it real with you and shit like that. You know, I can't do but put myself in a position because you know I don't been there and things like that, and I know for a fact that I love myself enough not to let my emotions take too much of it like that. So I wouldn't want you to go out to no damn wilderness though. I wouldn't want you to relocate until you get yourself together first. But you first got to draw off yourself. You know, don't get out the car, goddamn it, till the wheels fall off. You feel me? You know,
but see, that's the thing. It ain't like I really got no main family out here I trust.
Hey, you put in work. You built a whole lot of things. You know, you put in. You didn't take away from situation where you at right now. You put in. Right. You know, there's a whole lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Got your stamp on there, got your fingerprint on there, or whatever it got on there. You know what I'm saying? And it's been on there for, you know what I'm saying, years. So, you know what I'm saying? You can't just get egotistic and just walk away and put yourself in position to be cold. Don't know where woo that can't use the. You know what I'm saying? It's necessity. Got to do and stuff. So you wait till you ain't gonna quit a job unless you got another job behind it, motherfucker. Put it like that. Okay.
Exactly. I know where you coming from with that.
You're gonna continue to get just into start date of your next job, and then you have the right to make the transition. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
and see, I've been putting in applications for the jobs and shit too, as well as shit. I'm waiting to see what's going on with my paperwork. As far as for me that whether they're gonna give me disability or not, because they ain't even give me no paper saying I'm approved to work. But the thing is, I know I've been forcing myself not to use this cane and take my medicine.
All you got to do is go down to the place. Once you fill out the application, they can pull all that up on the screen, man. That Social Security number goes a long way. They gonna pull up all your hospital. They gonna let you know when you got out, when you went in, what you went for, what had happened, why you went to trade to another hospital. You know, they're gonna have all that on file. That's on file.
Plus, I'm trying to find me a pro bono lawyer. Yeah, I gotta find me a lawyer too.
Yeah, that's your paper trail.
So I could do that. Yeah, because you know I already got the shit recorded on my phone and shit from when I had to deal with the shit I told you I was gonna sue that place for.
That lawyer gonna get everything. He gonna have the right, as long as you sign your name for it, he gonna be able to get the rights to everything that you been going through and whatever, you know what I'm saying?
I want him to see what I got recorded too, because I had to take care of my own wounds, my own bandages.
See, we ain't trying to go. See, you talking about something else now.
No, I'm not talking about with that aspect. I'm talking about, remember what I was telling you about? I'm trying to find me a pro bono lawyer for.
You talking about when I was in the hospital? Yeah, you talking about grievance. We talking about getting money right here on this side. We ain't talking about no
right. That's what I'm talking about.
All that
I'm trying to say
come later. You know what I'm saying? After you.
No, I was gonna let them see the videos that I recorded from how they was handling my ass when I was in there. Because remember, I recorded everything and documented it. All I had was my phone to do that off of. Because that helps be in my case for when I talk to the lawyer. You heard me?
I hear you.
Yeah, so that's what that's about. But bro, see, I've been trying to get everything out the way, process of elimination, you know, making sure I'm focused on each one of these things. I done called trying to get info on when, you know, I could potentially talk to somebody at my job to see if it'd be okay for me to schedule when I could come up there and see when I could get back on the schedule. Because I want to be able to make money. I don't like sitting in the house where I'm waiting on somebody to contact me and I'm looking for a handout. That shit out. And the way they just changed up my insurance, it wouldn't benefit me to do that no way. Because now I got to make co-payments on everything. So I tried to go donate, right? And guess what? I
But
was
you know the
denied
first
to
they
do
ain't gonna
that.
get to you. Not like that.
They did.
They ain't gonna
They
get to
wouldn't. They wouldn't let me donate, and the reason why is because I went to the hospital. I was deferred on that. So
you.
yeah,
So
my my
how
money.
long they say you had to wait? Like 60 days or something like that?
No, I'm supposed to hear from the doctor next. I guess, and whenever I go back to my surgeon again, that's when I know whether I can go back to work. But he telling me he want to cut me open to go in my and pull, a nice amount of my intestines out on one side and a little bit on the other side. I'm like, what you gotta go in all this for? And I'm not feeling that. He was like, yeah, it's a chance I could do that with the robot or do it myself, surgically. Or
Uh-huh.
you may not want to do it and just try to see how long you can go before you end up in the same predicament where you gonna have to do it again. Because he was
Uh-huh.
telling me eventually I'm gonna have to do it again and go back to the hospital if I don't get this surgery. So it's been a lot of shit on my mind. So when I want to be able to like confide in somebody or communicate a thought where I can come up with the right plan and I ain't got nobody to talk to, because the person that's supposed to be right there with me ain't communicating with me, but with everybody else, and everybody else so spread and far in between. Bro, it's a lot of shit that I be bottled up with as
Hey,
far as shit, and it brings me.
did they go through the basics with you for far as a colonoscopy? How you pronounce
I
it?
did that first. I had a colonoscopy last year, bro, before I was even supposed to get one.
I had one too. No, you get them at 40 years old now. They don't went down.
No, I got mine when I was still in my late 30s. That's what I'm telling you. This was like
Anytime is
a
good.
while
I
ago.
don't give a fuck if you're 25 years old. A colonoscopy is good to have for anybody.
Yeah, because it may show you straight as far as checking
Yeah.
your rectum and your intestine. Yeah, that's how I found out I had a hole in my stomach to begin with.
They inquire
Yeah.
you 40 years old, 50 and stuff like that. But yeah, you're supposed to get them, man, because they got to look at them and test and make sure everything, you know what I'm saying, is
That's how I found out I had a hole in my large intestine,
yeah.
and how I first found out I had diverticulitis. But I did good for like almost, I want to say 7 months without having no issues after that first time. But then
Where'd it
this
come
is when it
from
hit me
though?
when I
Of some
like
type of food?
it's some type of
What you
interaction between my stomach and like any type of nuts or things with seeds in it,
Oh,
corn. It
oh,
don't interact right with my stomach, and what
man.
it'll do is it'll block certain parts of the stomach where it causes a
Yeah,
buildup
boy. They
because it
need
don't break up all the way.
all that type of
Right.
shit.
So because it doesn't break down all the way inside my stomach, if it blocks something, that's when I get that bloated feeling. And if I don't release that, I'll be back in the hospital going septic. I don't want that.
Dang, man.
So when I went septic twice in the hospital, bro, it made me really take an appreciation of life because I was scared as hell I was about to lose out on all the things that matter to me, like my children for one. And I'm enjoying watching them grow and become who they are.
Your
So
children
knowing
grown now,
that
ain't they? Don't your children got their own place?
almost, I still got a baby that's 7, but no, my older kids, yeah, they up there. And I got some illegitimate kids where their mamas, wasn't all the way, how could I say, honest and right about certain stuff. And when I mentioned certain things about being able to test it, couldn't do it. I got another one that lied to me about their age. So yeah, I
What?
got when I first got out the army, bro, it was this girl I met. She was fine in a motherfucker when I saw her, right? But she was chocolate. I mean, like dark chocolate. I love that about a woman. So, I like my red bones too, but hey, it was something about this one right here, just how she
Yeah,
looked.
that's
Where
what I
man,
want to
she
tell
was.
you too. Go ahead. I got something to tell you. Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, she bamboozled me about her age, and from there, when I found out she was pregnant, it was like after I had just got back from the army, and she was underage. So she didn't want to bring that to her mama, knowing I had just got out the army, and it would have fucked my name up, which was love on her part. And hell, it would have, it kept me out of some bullshit as far as getting in trouble. But I kept in contact with her where I get to see my baby when I do talk to her now that she's grown. And I've gotten to the point where I was trying to, you know, make a relationship with that child, but it's kind of like distant because she's been around so many other people that she tried to be with, to the point she can't really adjust to me to know who I am as her father. So I just did with my man 3. You did my 2 older ones and my baby.
They at they Midwest?
They Midwest, but I had to make sure I didn't leave them in the city limits. They know not to go up there, bro. Even though I know the city know my kids from the people I demo with, but I don't want my kids up there like that unless I'm there.
So that's what you was talking about. I heard you say you was talking about going back to the South. I'm like, no, you talking about going back?
Yeah, but when I was talking about going back to the Shy, it was just gonna be the visit. I don't want to go back up there to stay, bro. I already know what the Shy got to offer me. If anything, I want to be somewhere where I can make new lands, new memories, and new foundations for myself, where I can enjoy it and be able to say I've matured in my growth so much to the point I was able to go somewhere, spread light, and be comfortable in that peace doing it. But when you living in a place that's like this is Sodom and Gomorrah out here.
Yeah.
So with it being Sodom and Gomorrah, right? This is all Babylon, Sodom and Gomorrah. Knowing that we in a sinful place like that, when I don't want to be here when it gets smited, and I know that shit gonna happen eventually because it's too much going on too fast. When I first came here, it was quiet. You know, you didn't really hear about no crimes or nothing like that. The only thing you heard about was a vehicular homicide. Or some wild animal then walked in the neighborhood somewhere in the suburbs.
I know I'm probably not gonna be here for it, goddamn it, the way you know, my body acting and stuff like that. But I do want to shed a light on the good, you know what I'm saying? Leave some good if I can, you know what I'm saying, among people, you know.
I dig it.
Man, you
yeah,
know,
I don't want to be
the
around
people
for
talking
that
about
rap
taking
shit.
out all my teeth, man.
I saw that on your post. I told you about that when you mentioned it earlier.
But she was like, man, you know, you can have your teeth, but you know, down in the long run, man, your stuff is so decayed that, you know what I'm saying, down in the long run, man, you'll be in excruciating pain and shit like that, man. And I already know. I don't have family members who had abscesses, who had the gum infection and all that, they face swole up and things, man. I'm like, oh wow. And then I'm like, man, I might have to go through. I was like, well, then let me get a veneer right there where the teeth missing that, and take this teeth out and put another one on the other side to, you know, to keep it looking even. Right. And you look like a vampire around his mouth. She was like, that's about $6,000-7,000. I just say for 2 teeth.
Yep. Bro, I thought my insurance was gonna cover mine so I can get it fixed. They told me $3,000 just to do the molding cast for my front tooth. After I messed up the chip part. So yeah, bro, the only way they're gonna do it free is if they just pulling it out and putting the flap in it.
But you know what I'm saying?
They put the flap in there.
I'm going ahead and get man, I'm gonna go ahead and go through it though. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know what I'm saying, I gotta be 100% myself. I can't have no obstacles getting in my way. I had all my wisdom tooth pulled because I didn't want to go through it. Now my mother front, they want them. So I was like, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be all right in the future, goddamn it. But they charged me $4,000 for that. But I'm gonna have a new set of you feel me? But I was thinking about that steel stuff in people's mouth. I don't think that'd be right going towards the future, right? The veneers that screw the teeth up in there, have steel in your mouth and shit.
Yeah. Part does, bro. Let me answer this call. I'm gonna jump back in as soon as I finish.
Go ahead. But yeah, I got you. Yeah, but shit, I thought about that steel in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know, when you're around other metals and things and frequencies and shit like that, I'm trying to see, do that affects, you know what I'm saying? Would that affect that, you know what I'm saying? Your nerves and stuff like that. Cause after all, them little screws be all on your nerves and everything. Shit, you screw your teeth in, screw it out and all this. They probably look good, but it probably ain't good going down in life for it. I don't know. Feel me? I think I better stick to the other ones, shit, whatever they call. But yeah, I gotta, do things that's better for myself, man. That ain't gonna, delay what I'm trying to do in the long run. After all, I am, goddamn it, getting older. I can feel the oldness in my body, shit. So, as far as what you talking about Babylon, shit, I might not be here, but if I could shed a light on the situation, I would. You know what I'm saying? And shit, I guess they could form a colony of good people, shit. But man, that's how it is, man, for real. And I just want to thank God, man, once again for the people who made it, possible for me to, obtain my good accounting stuff from these people and stuff like that. You can count on Mike Larry to do his best in all his affairs. You feel me? I'm gonna take my time. But like I say, I gotta be like my God, selfish, You gotta really want it if you're working with Mike Larry or Food for Thought. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people, big ass little U's, It's a lot of favoritism, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get the cause right, everything I do it myself. I thank God for the people that I have on the panel, you know what I'm saying? Coming to the panel, discussing these topics that we need to go through in life, you know what I'm saying? And if they can make a person's life better, man, we winning. It don't take no lot of people. It only take one, you know what I'm saying, to start doing good, to change their life and become something. Because we already know that it's going to reflect on others. Let's start a trend our way. Let's perform the way we know how to perform. Whatever we do it to the best of our ability when we really want it. Let's embrace this. Let's embrace life. Let's embrace each other. Make sure you embrace the kids. That's what we about. That's our culture. We was those type of people back in history, ancestry, that sat out at the table and ate amongst family and talked about how our day went and what we was looking forward to tomorrow, praying before we eat. We didn't take our plates up to the room and sit in front of the TV or nothing like that. After everybody got their plate, they didn't go to their little place. Everybody sat at one table. We feast and talked, came to conclusions, got past situations. We conjured up new ideas of what our family was going, what we was going to be about, what we was going to be standing for. Not falling for anything. And hell yeah, today I would like to go around each and every last one of my family members and see them doing good. Because I know I got a good thing. I got good people in my life that's doing what they supposed to do and not what they want to do. Feeling how they supposed to feel and not how they want to feel. Putting all that aside. And if you're going to be above that, you're going to have to learn how to embrace hate, disrespect. You're going to have to learn how to do that in such a way. In such a way, though. You got to know if somebody hates you, that person needs help. Because we don't supposed to hate nobody. We supposed to dislike the things that people do. That's what type of people we are. We the best of the best, but act the worst of the worst. Let's flip the switch. Let's turn the lights on. All, man, it's got to be all. It's got to be all or nothing, or it's going to be a separation. We a nation as one. All the time, man. Brothers and sisters, man, we need to do this. It's going to come to a point that when people come to Food for Thought on the platform, man, we're going to have all good things going on. Good people expressing themselves, telling other people about opportunities, giving them information about history. We ain't going to just talk about a few historians. We're going to talk about them all. Yearly. Not yearly, daily, hourly. We got a lot of people died for us to make it to right here at this point, to where we have a little more freedom, a little more wisdom to control things that we can control in our life to make our life better. It's people, thousands, Cubans, Haitians, Mexicans, and all that at the border right now in the cold weather, placing themselves under arrest to patrol, to find shelter, because they want to be a part of the United States in order to come to the United States and get a number, to have opportunities, donations or whatever it need to be. But we got the number already. We had it for years. We got a right to be here. We got a right to opportunities. We got a right to have something in our life today. Let's take advantage of it, people. Let's look at the big picture and stop settling for what's instant and right in our face. Let's talk about it. Let's come up with a solution to the problem. An antidote to the sickness. Let's do it together. That's who we are. Black is beautiful. All the time. And all the time, Black is beautiful. God works through us. God works through people. That's what he do. Be that person. Let him work through you. Show your loyalty to no other than yourself. Knowing that you can get out of an argument. You can escape death. You don't have to put yourself in no type of predicament that you don't want to be in. If you're loyal to yourself. It takes a fool to jump off the porch with something to prove. Ego in the way. But at the end of the day, it's not going to make any difference. There's nothing to be gained out of that. But suffering from losses, bruises, mental illness, or whatever you may call it. But that's how it happened. You know, God give us the wisdom to think about what we do before we do it. We know when we get in trouble. We know when we talking about somebody. We know when we putting somebody down. We also know when they feeling bad, when they happy, and when they sad. We know where we want to be 5 years down the line. We want to be doing better. So let's exercise the tools that he gave us and wake up to knowledge, wisdom, and have some understanding about ourselves, and we stop standing to be understood. Because when you're understood, you think you know everything. So today, understand. Put yourself in somebody's shoes. Know that they doing bad and need help. Make a change. But I ain't gonna keep going on. I gotta let everybody get to their day. But much love for Mike Larry. I thank the people that made it possible once again. I like to thank my higher power, who I wish to call my God. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to tell you people, be safe out there. You know, it's Christmas season. You know, you got all type of people out there. To be aware is to be alive. Watch out for the kids and stuff like that. And man, be the best that you can be. Do what you can do for now. Because practice don't make perfect. It makes improvement. Practice make improvement, meaning that you're improving in what you do. It gets better. So I'm about to be out, man. Y'all have a good day, man. You know what I'm saying? Food for thought, everybody. Love.
Since the beat still going, rock lit, I'm blowing dollar checks, I'm coming all the time, I'm scoring. Laid back compatible, switching up my audibles, not in front of clown niggas, like it's full lateral. Some stuck with me, but the other ones left. Those was the low life, the other ones just. Long live my hood, yes I came from that place, from the old special stone, we call it double A. You might see me on the tube, you might see me on the street, but I made it in the lab, making beats. I beat the blocks, I beat the rocks, I beat the cash, I beat that ass, I beat the finish, got you lacking in the past. I did the dash, I did it by myself. I did the product, and I didn't need no help. I did the ups, I beat the down, I beat the roads, heading to a new town. The shit got hard, I beat the odds, I beat the family. Now we all apart. Now I'm in the lab, looking for the star. I'm on the grind, can't waste no time. I'm CEO, yes I'm down for mine. I beat the drums, I beat the streets, forever yours. I beat the beats, I beat the beats, I beat the beats, I beat the beats.